Welcome back, everybody. The holidays are here and they are filled with many get-togethers with family and friends, often enjoying delicious food. But that can also be challenging to stick with your health goals, both physically and mentally. So here to share some advice on how to maintain a healthy lifestyle during the holidays, we have our certified health coach here with us, Dede Murff. Dede, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
We have got a beautiful spread here. And when we talk about the holidays, I mean, it's really about the food, right?
Yes,
That's something everybody wants to talk about, but we also want to keep our goals in mind. So what can we do to not maybe overindulge?
Right, that's a good question, because we love to overindulge during the holidays,
Yes.
don't we? So one of the things you can do is find recipes that have that are using whole ingredients.
Okay.
Like all of the things we have here this morning, and then making the portions smaller. You know, I have like little pumpkin bites, little energy balls here. I have some sea salt caramel.
Ooh, those
like
look good.
over
Yeah.
there. And of course, including greens. You want, you know, color in your food. You want your spread to have a lot of color, like here.
And you said it's sometimes the snacking, right? Like that's kind of where we can go off the track sometimes.
Yes, absolutely. So incorporating things like coconut oil in your snacks, or like a protein powder, just sneak some protein powder in there. And there's lots of recipes online that that have, you know, can sneak some of that in there. This is a cashew queso that actually doesn't have any dairy in it. And so finding recipes that are dairy-free that can help you during the holidays.
So maybe just making some substitutions here and there. Another component of this is exercise, right? During the holidays, I know we get so busy and it's really hard to get that done, but we got to be mindful. How can we sneak in exercises when it's a busy time of year?
Walking. Just after you have a meal, just go for a walk.
Walk it out.
Put on some music and dance. That's my favorite thing to do. So put on some music.
My kids like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And there's lots of great YouTubes that you can put on to dance. One of my favorites is Get Fit with Rick. It's all about getting your minutes in, your walking minutes in, so your steps in, I mean. So he's fun. It's all different genres of music too.
And every little bit adds up,
Yes.
right? So, well, when we talk about health, another huge component with this is mental health. So what are some ways that we can try to maybe relieve some stress, which we know can come with a busy time of year?
That's a good question, because it does. The holidays are very, very stressful. So what you want to do, especially when you're indulging or eating the delicious foods, is just be mindful of what you're eating. Take your time. I tell my clients all the time to engage your five senses. You know, if you're outside and you're looking at the beautiful leaves, you know, take a minute to just look at the colors and the shapes and take in that cool air. I mean, because it's very rare here.
Right.
You know, breathe it in and see how it feels. And then touching things, you know, just being very mindful of your five senses.
Just being present.
Just be present, and that'll just calm you down.
I love that. Okay. Well, and I know in the holidays, our schedules get all out of whack, right? Because maybe you're traveling or you're hosting people. What are some ways that you can stay consistent if you do have some health goals?
The way you can stay consistent is just pick one area of, I like to call them the 4 pillars of health: lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. Just pick one of those to focus on, whether it's your lifestyle, you know, your attitude, or, you know, nutrition. You know, just take your time and just focus on one, because if you try to do it all, it becomes too overwhelming.
Right. I love that, Dede. It's so realistic. What a great way to approach the holidays, happy and healthy.
Yes.
So Dede Murff, thank you so much for joining us. And you can find all this information, a replay of the segment on clicktohouston.com after the show, and we'll be back after the break.